Man, probably a fun fact on me is that. I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the bad button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up? Happy Tuesday. Taco Tuesday for some folks. After last night's introduction, no technical difficulties Tuesday. What's up, people? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Welcome to the Chop Up, where we just talk about anything and everything, whatever comes up. Time is pre-recorded, or it's pre-made or pre-decided. Sometimes y'all drive what we talk about. But let's get the crew up on this bad boy first. With that being said, gotta bring the man up in here. Miggity, Meta. Why? What's happening, man?
Oh, with y'all, man. Who are the haters in your neighborhood? Hopefully nobody, man. What's going on? It's Taco Tuesday, hot sauce on it. We rolling tonight, man. Hope you're having a great day, Coach. You know, I'm ready to get it popping with the chopper. We ain't crying for no onions over here.
Man. Well, I was looking forward to this one. Definitely one of my favorite shows. Right there with the play call sheet, but man, it's giving play call to run for his money, though.
Oh, yeah.
But man, we got to get another person up here. I'll let you do the honors.
We got Bill Belichick in here tonight. You guys want to see Bill Belichick? Or y'all want to see Will Belichick? Oh, my God. Building, dog. Shut up, my man.
Will Belichick. I like that one. We're going to keep that one around for a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know.
Will Belichick.
How you doing tonight?
That's good. How we doing, fellas, man?
Doing good. Can't complain. We're up this morning, so it's always a blessing.
Those are the facts.
Man, y'all get into any shenanigans today? It's still early. Was it 8:43 y'all time?
Yeah.
I know it's still time for 2 to get into something.
I cleaned up a bit. Always a nightly shenanigan. Never too late for it. As of today, I've been kind of chill. You know, it's kind of been it wasn't an easy day at work. You know, a couple coworkers called out. You know, it felt kind of fast-paced at work today. Well, other than that, man, I'm just staying paced, man. But watch out for tonight. You know, something may happen. Never know.
Right.
Trouble on the horizon.
Well, let's see. It's Tuesday, man. See if anybody
we ain't got to be getting crazy on Tuesday, man. Yeah.
It's Taco, man. When you're an adult, man, every day you got the opportunity to go crazy, man.
That's what you live for.
Gotta go to work the next day, man.
Oh, man. So, y'all ready to jump into it, man? I guess,
let's get to the work.
Somebody got a fire topic tonight.
I'll fire it off. You know what I'm saying? We're in this world nowadays, and we'll speak on everybody, men and women. Well up. We want to be somebody. We may not want to be somebody. We idolize people growing up. We see a lot of different things growing up, depending on who your parents are. Growing up for me, and honestly, I don't think it was a parent thing. My mother was more of a horror movie person, you know what I'm saying? Read books, and things of that nature. But for some reason, I guess I'm just a product of my environment, guys.
I'm a gangster grandpa and I'm proud of it.
Yes, exactly. Dave Washington Rich Die Trying, definitely one of my favorite lines from that movie. Right. So I went in the route tonight of the groups. I call it the brand, the groups. Favorite movies, I guess, based on the gangster genre.
Okay.
So a lot of movies back in the day and nowadays, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of shows that kind of implement, the gangster scene way more than movies nowadays. And I feel like that's a marketing thing. But we get into that in a bit. And we're just gonna jog down some movies, man. So before I get down to the list of this 25, I don't know, we can go 10. Go 10 on it. What's some movies that go past your head? When we think on this subject. What's going on? Wednesday in Australia.
That's Nasty Nate right there.
Shout out to you, Nate. Yes. Shout out to you, man. I love it.
Holding on strong in the land of never land.
I want to kangaroo.
I tell them all the time, Australia don't even exist. It's a made-up place. Think about it. Think of all the things you hear about that place. All the animals and the insects. It's an imaginary place. It's not real.
Nate, man, you are the illest person to live in Australia. You might be the only person I know, but it's an achievement, that I know somebody that lives in Australia. It's great that I can talk to people about that. And if you find that guy's interesting sometimes when you meet somebody and they're from somewhere and they do something that you're kind of like, nobody does that. And you're like,
that's what the internet brought to us. It brought us all together and made the world smaller.
I love it.
Yeah, do this too. All right, so gangster movies. Let's get to this gangster.
Gangster movies. One movie I think on my top of my head, man. Early movie, early in my life. Fresh.
Fresh was crazy.
They make this list, but
it's a classic,
Fresh,
man.
For any young boy growing up in the neighborhood, kind of felt like, that was something that we all should watch if you haven't watched it.
Yeah. Everybody got a Fresh in their hood growing up.
The way it was drawn and written and it's so dial-toned how, Samuel, which is the Pops, was still active in the kid's life, though he wasn't there for a minute. But it showed you early of the household situation, in single-parent families. You know what I'm saying? What happens? It draws lines now as a grown man of, why wasn't he there? Why was his mom's, doing what she was doing, which led to his sister being an addict and then her being with Escobar and it's all that poetry. It was just like great poetry emotion. The whole movie.
The movie hits home, especially if you come up from the hood, because this story has been told time and time again right in front of us. We've all seen it. We've all seen it multiple times. There's a Fresh in every hood.
Young boy Fresh, man.
Right, young boy Fresh. Exactly. There's one in every hood, like it seemed like. Now maybe the story isn't exact every time, but close to it. Like this is not. It's not cliche. It's just. It's the story. It's the story of the streets. I love Esteban. John Carlos Esposito killed it. Like just one of his early roles, crushing it. Sam L. Obviously, it seemed like if you name a great movie, that man Sam L. has something to do with it. It's crazy. Like this dude.
Especially a lot of the early ones.
He's in everything, man. It's crazy. But
shout out to Jesse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's Nate. Is that Nate again?
Belly and Jesse. Shout out to Jesse. Belly
Jesse. Yeah. Belly and Shadas. Yeah, Shadas is crazy. That's another one.
Shadas is something I got to watch late late in my probably like late teens, early 20s.
Yeah.
And it surprises people, like, you know, there's a lot of people that obviously got to watch these movies and caught up in front of the movies. You know, it was kind of great to watch some of the movies I've seen at the ages I've seen them.
Belly was crazy because, like, it was rappers that we all already looked up to. And then they put on a show in a movie. It was a great movie. Yeah, it's crazy.
DMX at the time was perfect for that movie. For what he was
it was the perfect height of his career, too. Like, it just
perfect height.
It just slapped.
And him in movies personally, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a top actor in the world, but for what he played, you know, great roles. And Belly was one of them as well. The whole, you know, that movie right there, it probably won't hit in this generation here, but definitely still had the light going into the late 90s, early 2000s. Like, it showed you a lot of cross countering, you know, especially, you know, dealing with different people from different cities, you know, everybody finding out about one city to move into, you know what I'm saying, to try to break bread, you know, and we all know you can't go everywhere and break bread. You know, there's Jay Prince rules, you know, sometimes you got to call to say I'm here. But
you know what's funny, Coach and Took? What we say before the show? I'm better under pressure.
Right.
In the first 3 minutes now, or first 10 minutes, I figured out what my topic is. Because of this combo right here, because we're talking about DMX and everything, I save what it is, but I figured it out. I appreciate y'all. I got a good team, y'all. That's just what it is.
Right.
I got a good team.
We're gonna go
I gotta throw something out there. Scarface, man.
Definitely.
That was my movie. I love that movie every time. I just love the whole, just from the beginning.
Never gets old.
It never, like, it's on my list of movies that I hate seeing when I'm scrolling through the channels, because I know I'm gonna stop, and that's the time of day I never get back, because I'm gonna watch it again if I see it. Just the whole story from the beginning, watching him in the little ghetto concentration camp down Miami, and then that whole scene that they wanted him to jump off, and they cut dude, and the whole riot starts, and then to see him just go from there, having nothing, washing dishes, to being the kingpin that he was, like, that whole story is crazy.
Okay. That's it, man. And on this list, shout out to IMDb. Scarface ranks as number 2.
Huh? That means Godfather got to be 1, right?
Well, this is some here of 25 movies.
Okay.
And I'll just go from 1 to 25. And hey, I mean, you got a quick something to say, you can say it, but I'll list them out, you know what I'm saying, kind of get in the flow of this discussion. So we'll start at 25. 25, In Too Deep, with LL Cool J and Omar Epps. 24, Paid in Full. 23, New Jersey Drive.
Banging soundtrack.
22, yes, shout to Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey?
I forgot. I be forgetting you're a Jersey kid, too.
You know what I'm saying? 21, South Central.
Another banging sound.
Yeah.
Baby.
What's that?
Shout
Too slick, man. I was running around doing this shit when I was younger. My mother was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Get your dumb ass shot. Get your hands down.
Number 20, Menace to Society.
Yes,
Definitely a classic. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know what I'm saying. You cousin at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you ride out for your cousin. You know what I'm saying? My guy said, number 19. One of my favorites, but it's 19 on this list, and that's cool. Juice.
Juice is 19. I'd have thought for sure.
The disrespect, man.
Disrespect,
man, for real, man. And that movie tells a lot in between, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know, friendships potentially. You know, hopefully none of our friendships were ever like that. 18.
Talk to everybody.
I can't believe that's 19. I'm shocked, actually. That's crazy.
Boys in the Hood at 18.
Yeah. I don't agree with the number, but again, I got to see the rest of the list. But
definitely,
Boys in the Hood,
sure.
classic.
Number 17, A Bronx Tale.
Okay, I see what's happening here.
We got.
I can say no more. We all see what's happening, right? We all seeing it.
Yeah, we all see it for sure. 16, Bugsy.
Okay.
Yeah, cut. King of New York rides at 15. Carlito's Way at 14.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I love Carlito's Way.
That scene when he fight out that bathroom, man.
Donnie Brasco
I knew Donnie was coming up.
at 13.
Whenever I hear Carlito's Way, like Donnie Brasco's like 2 paces away.
Right around the corner.
Yeah.
We got Casino at number 12.
Well, longest movie I've ever seen.
Face Off at number 11.
Face Off?
Really?
Travolta and Cage, yeah.
Two actors, like.
Yeah, they don't even look like gangsters. We portray gangsters.
That's not a gangster movie, really. I mean, I guess it is because, like.
It's more of a thriller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
almost
like
sci-fi, too, because they
action on
taking
that
faces off and shit. Like, it's, all right, well.
Deep Cover at number 10.
I'm sure this is coming soon.
9
This is coming soon.
The Party. The Party at number 9. Shout out to Sugar Hill. Shout out to Sugar Hill.
Training Day, yeah.
Ave too. That didn't make this list. I'm just gonna
feel about Reservoir Dog. He must be asking y'all because he know how I feel already. That's Jesse, right?
Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, that's Nate. Oh, yeah. They should know. They should know.
It's legit.
Reservoir Dogs is fire.
Maybe not my 10, but you get
maybe that's how. I mean,
that was my introduction to Tarantino.
I'm biased because I'm a Tarantino guy.
Yeah.
If you ask me what's your favorite like Tarantino movie, I'm like whatever one he's done. Like that. I mean, Pulp Fiction is my favorite, but in general, it's just like whatever he touches is gold.
We got Black Mass. The Party at number 9. Okay. You caught me on that. Black Mass at number 8.
Okay. I just saw that for the first time recently.
It's solid.
4 or 5 months ago.
It's just, I think The Party was better, but
number 7, Training Day.
Yeah, classic.
Denzel Washington, followed by another Denzel Washington joining at number 6, American Gangster.
Man, when he popped dude in the middle of the street and then just walked up on him, asked him for his money, and then just put one in his head. That was one of the craziest scenes I've seen in the movie because I knew something was gonna happen, but you know how it goes. Usually that confrontation happens in a movie, and then that guy gets moved on later. But he just slid on him right there. I thought that was bananas.
We got number 5, Gotti.
Gotti,
number 5. Then we go into sequels. Goodfellas at number 4.
Crazy.
Got Godfather Part 2 at number 3.
Yeah, Godfather 1's gonna be number 1.
Scarface at number 2. Yeah. Number 1 is the original Godfather. Yeah. Shout out to New Jack City 2. Was not on the list, but definitely a movie that you can tribute to. Harlem Nights, I watched that the other night. That always funny, and it's the best part every time I put it on. Eddie Murphy outside, about to shoot that pinky toe.
Yeah, New Jack City, Rockabye, baby. Yeah, that whole. Surprised that movie wasn't on there either.
A lot of different movies, depending.
Can't get them all though. There's so many. Like can't get them all. Yeah.
I'm surprised that New Jack. I'm surprised. New Jack City was on there. So sorry on that. It definitely wasn't on there. Harlem Nights was not on there. Training Day and the rest of those movies were high, but we obviously know I announced who made the list. So a lot of these movies, depending on other various outlets, would have had a flip flop in some of the movies.
Yeah,
which is cool. You know what I'm saying? You still got funny gangster movies like Don't Be a Menace. It's not gangster, it's stuff like that.
Parody movies, yeah.
Parody movies. And I spoke earlier. A lot of these movies nowadays are not coming out because of the TV circuit. And the way, they 50 South to 50 Cent and guys like that, putting on these shows, throughout all these cable networks, and these are the movies that are sitcoms,
That's true.
It kind of lasts as long, and I feel like that's the new way to market.
Yeah, the gangster story nowadays. The gangster story itself, when you're going to tell that story, it's better to be told over 8 or 9 or 10 episodes than it is in a 3-hour movie. The Wire taught us that. And I think The Wire and Sopranos showed us that, you know what, it's way more compelling when you stretch this story out than just cramming it in a 2 or 3 hour movie.
Right, tomato.
That's a good list, though. IMDb did a solid list. I would have changed some things, but you're never going to be happy with any list 100%.
Is there who is your favorite? Who would be your favorite character in all the movies you watch in that genre? Who is your? It could be somebody that you can relate to, but who is like? If you have to pick one,
well, I ain't gonna go relate. So in the movies or just in all of this?
and portraying the actor role in that movie.
Okay.
You know,
in the movie, damn. Let me. I gotta think for a second because there's a lot of good movies here.
Right off the top for me, I'm gonna say Tony Montana.
Tony,
Just the way, like you were saying earlier, he came from pretty much the concentration camp, worked his way up as a small time hustler, and became a boss and went out on top.
I think so. I'll just pick one that I not fully 100% relate to, but the fact that he balled up, was in the hood too. G Money, I always related to. Now how he turned out, not as much. Like G Money without the glass dick, because he hit the pipe. He couldn't be doing that, man. So, but yeah, I always felt G Money's character right up until he started crying about that broad. He went crazy after that. Got himself killed.
Denzel as Frank Lucas.
Yeah,
he played
crazy
that role.
character.
Yeah.
Then we find out that Frank ratted on everybody, and it was like
big time rat.
One of the biggest rats ever.
Crazy how these movies ended up in that tank too, man. In regards to these really a lot of these movies being portrayed, some movies that is, in that light. People trying to keep their futures bright, but on the side of being a gangster,
I spoke on this on another podcast where I was saying that a lot of the characters that they push over the years are the ones that end up going and ratting.
Right, and this is why the people in this world feel like it's acceptable to do.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't wish death upon any rats, but there has to be.
You can't be out here.
There has to be repercussions.
Yeah.
Something. You know what I'm saying? That we can all agree to. I mean, no, not even that we all can agree to, but you should agree to it.
If you from where, the rules that we learn.
You know what I'm saying? Fred Sanford was a gangster. Tupac was a gangster too. No, I wasn't no gangster, man. Brighton, Massachusetts, man. Great kid. Stay out of trouble. New Jack City will ever be my number one. Definitely. New Jack City will always be my number one because that's probably the first movie I've seen of that caliber. And the fact that it kept playing on and on and on in my crib, along with Gremlins. It wasn't Gremlins, it was New Jack City. Remember in that court case, you know what I'm saying, as Ice-T is beating on Wesley Snipes. That's all that goes in my head all the time. Like, Ice. You see Ice-T now. Ice-T, still a cop. Shout out to my man Finn, man. You know what I'm saying? Law and Order.
Whoever asked this question about the Road to Perdition, who was it? Michael Sullivan Jr., played by the same kid who plays Superman now? That might be who he's talking about. He said he's
Chris, man, Boys in the Hood was good. He better have been good. It's all good in the hood. Nah, I ain't all good in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Definitely good in the hood. But yeah, man, we try to get a flow in here, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like gangster movies is the way to go, man, with all these antics and things in this world that's being portrayed this week. You got JJ Redick and Kendrick Perkins over here beefing, over if the white majority, hold the NBA votes. You got Ja Morant over here flashing guns. Man, I ain't never been that dumb to flash a gun. Never mind even touch me.
Both of them claim.
Ja Morant acting crazy like that. Yeah, Ja is wild. You know what I'm saying? It's these fake gangsters. You know what I'm saying? Watching too much of these gangster movies.
Yeah.
The next thing they gonna do?
He need to hit the gym and turn off Snowfall.
Everything else. If you're following everything else that these guys are doing, we have it. Yeah.
What about
don't squeeze the cheese.
Bishop was so damn crazy. I don't think it's gonna be hard for anybody to relate to him.
Bishop. The role was pleasant by Tupac. He played that role like a stand-up guy. But if you look at the reality of it, Bishop 6'9". Bishop 6'9".
How?
Bishop
Who'd he
6ix9ine
rat on?
probably wasn't hood all around the needles, because 6ix9ine turned into the episode, and then you deal with in those lines, and then you gotta walk them. But I feel like kind of this leads the way for people like that nowadays. What Bishop portrayed.
But Bishop didn't rat, did he?
Yeah. Well, he didn't. I don't think he ratted. No, hold on. Did he?
Nah, he was.
He too busy
killing
trying
all
to take
his friends.
everybody out
It's
before they
Now,
could rat.
what he was doing was plotting. He was scheming on the whole team and had them worrying about each other while he was clipping them off one by one. He went crazy.
Predator type move.
I reenacted that over scene where he throws him over the edge of I reenacted that so many times as a child. I used to love that movie so
What you
much.
do, old man? Old man Quillis. Why they get my man Quillis like that, dog?
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me.
Well, my topic, unless we can keep going with this, it's whatever.
Oh, no, roll it, baby.
Hold on. I want to ask you about one movie that I didn't see.
Keep going, yeah.
Dead Presidents.
Yeah. Let's see. There's so many classics. I want to go watch movies now.
I can dig
me and Lorenz Tate, Keith David, Chris Tucker. Yeah, that movie was stacked. Definitely want to. It's got to be top 30 for sure.
Top 30 movies of all time?
No, I would say all movies, but gangster movies for sure. Like it could have been on this list over a few, but I ain't mad at the list, like I said.
Coach Lee could play in the gangster movie.
Of course he could.
Shout out to Chris, man.
And he could play it on like multiple eras too. Like he could throw the old top hat on and be in the 20s if he wanted to, like Chalky White.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean he could get it done. He could get it done or he could just be
I would
OG gangster now.
After doing what we do now, I would get in front of a camera in a heartbeat.
It's crazy, right? Because you're comfortable now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I said, man. And that's the main thing about it, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was 7 years old, this having my first talent show and was able to be amongst people, I'm not scared to be around people. Yeah. Sometimes I may be, quiet around people, but when the lights is on, what they say? The lights is on. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it grows into that. Anybody that ever wants to, not even with us, but even do your own thing, man. You take pictures and all that, and you think that's sweet. Being in the camera for 20 minutes by yourself, talking to a bunch of people. Trying to get comments and all that stuff, and see how that feels. And I really test your gangster in this game. You know what I'm saying? And we've dealt with it. We've all had. You know what I'm saying? Well, you're in the beginning, Crumb. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, like he ready to hit somebody up now with the hood and the scully.
He was like Hollywood was good.
I'm not Hollywood. But
I'm saying you tell Hollywood, holler at me.
Hollywood, yeah, I've been telling Hollywood to holler at us for a long time. You know what I'm saying? I want to be hollered at, man. Rather not, man. We're gonna be hollered. Even if it's me on the 30-second on ET. You know what I'm saying? Special. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He's a fool. He's a fool.
Oh man, those days of regular TV, man. But indeed, man. Well, man, you got something stirring in the pot, man. So
it kind of ties in with yours a little bit, but I'm taking a different route. So it could be any platform, TV, movies, anime, comic book, whatever you want to do. I'm trying to find out who are y'all favorite villains or heels. It could be wrestling, anything. Like your favorite heels and villains. Like who really like y'all love or y'all want to see more of?
But off the top of my head, Ledger is the Joker.
Ledger, yeah, I can watch. I was so mad when and I don't even hate Joaquin Phoenix, but when he got the Joker as his own movie, I'm like, this was supposed to be Ledger. This was supposed to be what he was going to be doing.
I'm being real. Early,
I thought it would have been crazy. Brock Lesnar.
Early Hill, Macho Man, Randy Savage.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
The promos, the interviews, the storylines with him, man. I was kind of when they turned him baby face. I mean, everybody goes through that turn. He deserved it, but the Hill was just so ill with him. When Hogan running the fan favorite side, favorite, and he was running the heel, and then when they put the belt on him, kind of like, who the fans gonna go to, him or Hogan. So I like Macho. Early Macho Man, for me, great heel.
Yeah.
Rick Rude, yeah, there you go. The rest of Rick
Rude, baby.
Ravishing Rick
Raskin, Mars Claus, while I take off my robe. Yeah, Jake the Snake's wife on one of his trunks. Like, the disrespect.
I'm gonna get into a bunch of guys, but just because the wrestling is a theme at the moment. When HBK went heel, super kicked Marty Jannetty through the window, that was like my favorite scene in wrestling, maybe ever. Because that was his teammate, and he just sweet chin music. Hill Michaels was crazy.
Hill Michaels was crazy, but the sweet toy, saying.
Now Boy Toy, once he turned into Boy Toy back to the good guy, went DX, that was all fire too. Like that was better.
Nah, but Michael's Hill was a beast. Before
so your man's as a heel was a beast too. Bret Hart, when he had a little heel arc for a minute there.
I don't know, because that's the side that always tried to get out of Bret. Yeah. And it was stuck in the baby faces. But I didn't really I like the heel thing for a little bit. I liked half and half.
Right. For a small time, it was good for him.
But I'm like, damn, man, my man Bret being done like this. But in reality, when I look back at it, after he left the WWF, it was like, damn, he definitely put on, some work.
Yeah.
And it could have definitely been more money made between him and Austin. Like Michaels, and everybody knew that Michaels' back was going to end up the way it was, and Vince could have created some narrative where he didn't want Bret to go to WCW. Bret and Austin, man, would have been the great money maker until, of course, The Rock was able to round up. But yeah, man, heels all around, man. Heels all around. Another heel for me on a superhero level, man. It has to be Venom.
Yeah, Venom's crazy. Venom's wicked. Yeah, he's a heel, but he's like a vigilante. He's in between. But you're right. At first he is bad.
Once upon a time, and I hope it happens. I've still been waiting for a Spider-Man movie when that is the storyline.
Yeah,
I want that so bad.
Well, at least a better one, because they kind of did it with Spider-Man 3, like Toby. But
I kind of was like, I'm like, y'all really gonna give me? Yeah, exactly.
That was the worst one.
That was
the worst one.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
That was the worst
Paul
one.
Pierce to the LA fans. Paul Pierce to the LA
Peasy. The boogeyman.
Yeah, Peasy get under their skin, man.
I got one for you.
Let's go.
The Fabulous Freebirds, all three of them.
The Fabulous Freebirds.
A lot of people not on
the
Shout out to the WCCW.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Fabulous Freebirds. Midnight Express was my squad back then. I love the Midnight Express.
$1 Million Man was probably one of the best heels too.
And DiBiase, baby.
He made his own title.
He was putting dudes to sleep and then putting $100 bills in their mouth. He was a gangster for that.
American Express, El Chapo.
It got deep. It got deep. Midnight Express. Yeah, so he knew the Midnight Express.
Can I say Wanda Maximoff was a heel?
Yeah. Especially in the most recent movie she was in. Now that I ain't gonna spoil, but yeah, Multiverse of Madness, she was definitely a heel. She went full heel. The Rockers. Let me
when
think.
I looked at heels, when I typed up heels, it just gave me a list of all wrestling stuff. That's why I actually went wrestling.
It's crazy, right? It's crazy.
That's what's why, but this is why. It's like you said, Will, in the beginning, like the combat sport thing we talking about.
Right.
This is why, because this has been portrayed by them for a minute. So when you think about heels and fan favorites, you always go to combat
wrestling, because that's where
100% of the time. You know what I'm saying?
One for you. Vontae is perfect.
Heel is a mother.
He played his role. He didn't give it two dams.
Now, the only problem I have with his heel is that he could actually hurt people.
Yeah.
And he may have single-handedly ruined Antonio Brown's life. Like we don't know how.
He made Antonio Brown a heel.
Yeah.
Turned him. Turn them out, man. Hey, favorable hills, man. The Legion of Doom hills. They had a hill one. They had a hill run in the early ages. You know, definitely. Outstanding tag team, definitely globalized around the world.
I got one for you. It's before your time, but Harvey Martin.
Yeah, I missed that one
It's
too.
crazy. It's crazy as hell that I just learned about that man last year.
He actually from the Doomsday, the original Doomsday defense, after they played the Redskins at the time, they had sent them over a funeral wreath, saying that they're going to end the Cowboy season. After the Cowboys won, he went over to their locker room, threw the wreath into their locker room, said, "Ain't nobody dying today."
The Bushwhackers.
That's crazy. The Bushwhackers. I feel like they were good guys, weren't they?
They were good guys, man. Bushwhackers were good guys.
They were just cool. Remember the dance?
Paul Hayes,
They kill me.
Ultimate Hill, man. Paul E. Davis.
Yeah.
You know, definitely.
So some of like the more combat sport heels, you got Conor McGregor, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like he's just super hateable. My man broke his foot and was on the ground talking about, yo, your wife sliding my DMs. Like he was still talking shit. I love it. Chael Sonnen. That's how this kind of started for me. I was watching a podcast that Chael Sonnen was on. Chael Sonnen talks the most shit I've ever seen. And he doesn't curse or swear, none of that. It's impressive.
Mr. Perfect, Paul Orndorff.
Oh, Mr.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah. Denzel in Training Day was perfect as a heel.
O.J. Simpson.
Bobby the Brain Heenan. O.J. Simpson.
The Weasel.
O.J. Simpson.
Weasel. Weasel
O.J. Simpson.
You spoke UFC.
Jimmy Hart. Percy Pringle.
Percy Pringle, yes. Percy. Check out Luger. You know what I'm saying? He's the guy that, you know what I'm saying, Luger first had as a manager, Lex Luger, even though people don't look at his career as crazy. But you missing UFC. My number one heel in the UFC is Colby Covington, by far.
Colby, he's really, like, people really believe he's racist and everything. Like, they don't understand it's a character. Like, that's what they do. That's what Chael did. That's what they all do. They put on a character because those are the guys that actually sell fights. Like, the guys who are heels, nobody, like, people want to believe that we watch fights to see greatness in winners. No, we watch fights because we want to see the guy that we don't like lose. That's why the biggest sellers are like Conor. You want to see Conor lose. The biggest fights are Floyd. You want to see Floyd lose. It's the guy who runs his mouth. That's who you want to see lose.
Who's that guy that played the movie Joker?
Oh, the actual movie Joker is
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix who played him. Yeah,
Nate Diaz. Yeah, man. Nate Diaz he's a lovable heel though. You know what I'm saying? People can learn to love that man.
Lewis, see, look, I'm a good heel.
You want to see Will lose?
I'm a heel. That's why he wants to see me lose.
Jake gonna pull the upset in March Madness.
That ain't happening. You want to know why Jake won't? I don't think Jake could beat me or maybe any of us in the March Madness bracket because he puts too much love in it. He gonna ride Xavier for too long. We both know that. We all know that.
Bracketology come out tonight, man. If anybody wants in on this podcast, let me know and I put your name in and I'll hit you up afterwards and we'll get your information and I'll let you know how much it costs, things like that. So yeah.
Mike Tyson was talking about eating people's children. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, man.
He had a heel run.
He had that good heel run though. That good heel run.
Yo, a sidebar. Did anybody ever hear the story of Brad Pitt sliding with his wife?
Sliding with Mike Tyson?
Mike Tyson came home and Brad Pitt was in his bedroom. And Mike told the story.
No.
I'm going to go look that up now.
Yo, Mike told the story. He was in there with, what's the, I forget her name, the bad one. Shorty he was with when he caught the case said that, like, she lied about him and stuff like that.
Not
Robert Givens? Yeah, Robert Givens.
Really?
He came home and Brad Pitt was in there sliding with Robert Givens. He said the minute Brad Pitt saw him, he just started apologizing. Like, he's like, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, I'm a big fan. And Mike was like, yo, it's whatever. Because I guess they would already, they were still married legally, but they were already splitting up.
I'm about to get something anyway.
Tyson's just like, but that was crazy when I heard that. I'm like, yo, Tyson's a fool for that, for telling that story.
I just looked it up. Okay.
It's true, right?
Yep, it's true.
It'd be weird if it wasn't, because Tyson told it. So
from 86 to 87.
Slide gang.
While he was with somebody and she was married to Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found it. The day he found Pitt with his ex-wife.
You might want to play that. That might be funny. That's some content right there. That's funny. I don't know if we'll get pulled for that though.
Yeah, Mike be like, I didn't want them to play it. I totally let them play it.
Yeah, Facebook is the heel for like the population right now, but it's really just a platform. It just gives you a platform.
It is a platform
for us to all be assholes.
Now, if you want to name heels on Facebook, you know that we know. Yeah, we can. You know what I'm saying? It's a big list. I could name them all.
We just hit a bump in the road, huh?
You know what I'm saying?
We just hit a bump in the road.
Hills on Facebook. Shout out to the Hills on Facebook, man. You know, at times, you know, they get aggravating, but I mean, for your day. And you know what I'm saying? How slow it usually goes. You guys kind of make it fast. It could be some nonsense sometimes, but shout out to the Hills, man. You got to shout out to the Hills on Facebook, man.
Oh, by the way, this is 100% factual. I still run the ASAD. It's an old chat room that I started. Yo, I still get messages because I'm the commissioner of that. I still get messages like about like, what is it called? The standard of conduct.
And they still go through flags, some of your posts and all that.
Because that's how wild that room was. Like, we used to go crazy on each other. And it was okay because we had built a little family in there, similar to STWF, but like a lot of us knew each other and stuff. So we had built a tight-knit family in there. And man, look, I know if we ever really, when we get famous, I'm gonna have to scrub that room because
hey, yo, they started
archive it, man. They gonna archive
it. Acting heel towards me. You know what I'm saying? I tried to show my graces in the group, and then hold on, and then somebody told me that the Rosen was better than Kobe. I said what? And then it just pissed me off to a point where the dude blocked me. But at the time, Will and shout out to my man Tim, they're running the group. So they kind of like, nah, you can't do that, homie. You can't do that, dog. Like, this is my dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was supposed to be.
Right.
Mind you, if you see this dude that I was arguing with, he'll swear up and down that Kobe's the best player of all time. Besides mine.
It got weird.
I'm like, what's the point of that? Because you hate. That's the whole thing about it. We could all be friends on the social media things. Yeah. But one thing I say about social media.
Not in those days.
Is the way sometimes people word stuff to people that are reading it. People read and get a quick reaction.
Yeah.
You have to read and really read. And
I did that yesterday to Jake. You have
to read and then read again. Yeah, I seen that. But Jake, the way he worded it, but it's like, damn, Jake.
It also was track record. Like it was track. I reacted to track record over what the actual comment was because he's always hating. So I just immediately I was like, oh, he's hating.
Hill tactics. You know what I'm saying? So hill tactics everywhere. The word hill resorts everywhere. It may not be you, but it may be a friend of yours. You know what I'm saying? That's
every group needs one. Every group needs the hill.
Yes.
You know
Do you need 10 or 11 of them though?
What?
I mean, if your group's thousands of people, I mean, obviously, you know, you go to platforms like Twitter and all that.
Yo, ASAD, like everybody in there was a heel. There was no face. Like there was no good guys.
If you look at it, nah, there wasn't.
We was in there just being assholes. The only time that there would be good guys is when like me or Tim or one of the other commissioners stop, like you said, stop the situation. Then we were trying to be the face of the group and be like, all right, let's keep it positive. But nah, there was no. It was all heels in there.
I mean, sometimes you need that because, you know, there's some people that just don't stop. They don't stop.
You gotta moderate. You gotta moderate because it can get out of control, man. Like, and in that room, we actually in some other rooms, like you may not see these people, but in ASAD, I can see most of them dudes if I want to go see them. They not far.
What?
They
lay hands, put hands on them.
I ain't go there. I ain't say that.
We don't want to go to people's cribs still, dog. 2023, dog. You still want to go to people's cribs, dog.
I ain't sliding, man. I ain't sliding.
That was me up until last year, 2022, dog. I might want to act like that this year, depending on who you are, dog. Let me slide to your crib.
I ain't sliding, man. I'm too cool and calm, man. I'm zened out. I'm the Zen master now.
Will like I'm about to pull up.
Going full heel, huh? But yeah, man, we got I just felt like heels. Now the reason I brought this up, like I said, I was watching Chael Sonnen talk about the UFC sport and what's happening with some of these fights. How come we're not getting the best fights? Why guys like Francis Ngannou leave? The truth is they're not selling. Dana's gonna put who's selling out there. That's what he's gonna do.
As he should.
Yeah, but sometimes it undermines the actual beauty of the art of MMA.
That's the competitive portion of it.
Right. Like it when you're not putting the best quality fight in terms of the most deserving. Like me and Lewis talk about this all the time. Like there's guys who like why is it that the champion holder, like Lewis asks this all the time, why is it that the guy holding the belt will fight 3 or 4 times while the number 1 contender or the number 2 contender, they'll barely fight waiting for their shot at him. So like stop. I don't know. After this. So he says this.
My fault.
But now he don't know me. Anywho, yeah, it's all about marketing, man. You gotta be marketable. That's why Sean O'Malley shot up the charts because he was marketable. But he's gonna have to win some fights now.
Definitely, and that's an interesting question because I just me looking in, I've never seen it that way. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like out of all the brands, the UFC does a good job, of, like you said, marketing and giving you the best fights at the best times. I mean, now out of 12 months, you're not going to get a good card, you know what I'm saying, every month, but you're going to get some good fights on the card. And I feel like, I mean, that's where UFC gets you. I mean, but any sport can do that. But I feel like they give you the line by line. Like, this person's definitely going to fight that person. Like, all bail injury setback, that person's going to end up fighting that person.
Yeah.
It's not like in boxing where it's like, oh my God, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. Oh, not gonna happen. Oh yeah, Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather 8 years later. You know what I'm saying?
It's some good comments here though.
No, Will's right though. Usman fought a ton of and Covington fought who? And you know why though? You know why? I think another one too, like you said, marketing and making money. Kobe's gonna make money off the fights. Usman really not. So
nobody
that's why
cares. Nobody cares about Usman.
People like him. You have to make people like Usman as not only a fighter, but a person that can draw. And people want to stay up and watch him in the main event. Though he's spectacular and he does.
He's not a draw. No, Usman's an amazing fighter, but he's not a draw. No one cares. That's
same
tough.
Same with Poirier and Geffen. Between the Khabib and Oliveira fights, it definitely does.
But here's a good point though. So like,
nah, they're not as bad as boxing, Lewis. Boxing's terrible. Boxing's terrible.
He'll argue that with you for days. They need to bring back the Ultimate Fighter. It's funny because we had somebody the other day say the opposite. They got to stop doing that show.
They have the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, they still
have it. Yeah, they still got it.
Just got to tune in.
Usman's little brother, Usman's big brother, little brother. This came the last one I've seen. Yeah. He was coming up in the shit, and he was. Don't
they got one going right now with Connor's coaching and
Connor's coaching one thing. Yeah, that's why I asked last week. That's why I asked about the question of is he gonna fight in early 2024? So, because usually when you're in this, you are dealt a fight at some point.
Here's a good question though: if Covington is the more marketable fighter, so you have him fight less. To this, I would respond yes, because if you risk him losing, that's your marketable guy. Once he loses, it's not as it's the Jake theory. Once Jake lost this fight, but because it was a real boxer, he may have a little more leeway to keep going. But once that guy loses, it loses its weight if he loses like a regular fight. Now, if he loses against a guy considered better than him, it's all right. It lasts longer.
Nah, you're right. Losses don't matter as much as UFC either, because you be seeing homies with double-digit losses. These dudes still be top 10 in their division. But no,
I'm not saying he didn't lose. But look at for example, a guy that you always get on, Lewis. Look at Conor. Connor's at the top of the game, the biggest heel. Everyone wants to see him lose. He loses a couple fights. that's kind of gone now. Like, he'll still be a money fight for the most part, but not nearly what he was because he lost too many fights.
That whiskey.
What happened?
He talk about that whiskey. He talk about Connor's been showing up drunk on Ultimate Fighter.
At proper 12. But yeah, man.
Y'all turning the hills.
Look at Masvidal.
Y'all turning in the hills.
Look at Masvidal, man. Has
turning in the hills.
What is it, like 10 years, second biggest money draw? Hey, look, he just talks a good one, man. He does it well. And the people that he's lost to are supposedly better than him. So it's not as big of a loss.
And besides Vegas, what's like the biggest in like Florida, probably for like the Cali, maybe Cali.
Yeah, I'm guessing Cali or
I'm talking about in terms of like the training process and like where Cooper the guys go. Probably Las Vegas, Cali, probably Florida.
I know Texas is a
maybe.
big spot.
Texas may be a big spot too. Anyway, go around.
Oh God, Nate. But see, I don't know if Nate's a heel. If Nate is a heel, he's that version called the likable heel, where he's a heel, but everybody loves him. People love Nate Diaz. They just want to see him fight. Win, lose, or draw, they want to see him fight. That he's a different type of dude. I can't really put him in the same category as Masvidal or Connor because he went from dudes hating him, but then people love him now. People just love how he rides out. They love his brothers. The whole family's crazy. He's American.
Yeah, man. And that's why Nate can get. I mean, I don't know anymore, but at that point, he can get a fight whenever he wanted to get.
Yeah.
You know, and he'll still be he'll be a draw because of that the action, the mouth, what portrays the fight. He does all that before. Now at 60, if he's still drawing, woo, that'd be crazy. But
now look, I agree there's a counterpoint to the Kobe thing, but the problem is that they're not the same exact type of guy, though. That's all I'm saying. Like Nate Diaz, like Masvidal, I get the Masvidal one makes more sense. It's a better argument. Nate Diaz and Kobe Covington, they're completely different dudes. One is a true heel that like everyone, unless you're like from the South or the MAGA guy, everyone hates him. They think he's racist. They hate Kobe Covington. But Nate, like I said, people love Nate. So it's not really the same thing. But I get what you mean, though. Was Kobe ever a heel? I'd say right after that case, kind of, for a little bit.
Kobe Bryant?
Yeah, and then also what he did to Smush.
Kobe Bryant was always the heel.
You think he was always a heel?
Kobe Bryant was always the heel. When he turned
He
turned fave.
Yeah, he did get on Shaq.
He turned fave. He turned fave to me
at the very end.
His MVP season.
His 06? Wait, was that 06? No,
his MVP season was it's 07, 08.
07, 08.
He was a heel. Kobe, even when he entered the league as a rookie, the way he went about people at the All-Star game in the second year talk about we're gonna ice him out. Like, yeah, dude was a heel for about 15 years. 16 years.
All right, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. The best heel ever in the NBA.
That's a stretch.
Ever? Biggest heel.
He looked around. Yep.
It turned
more than Rodman?
Rodman.
No. Rodman's different. I'm gonna put it on levels and tiers. In terms of like your stardom in the league. Maybe they say this bald-headed dude that the scoring leader is the biggest heel. But he's not the biggest heel. He's not the biggest heel.
Where would you put Iverson?
He's more of a nuisance to the league. He shot the double birds.
It wasn't the people. Yeah. I don't think it was the athletes and people.
The people loved him. The people loved him, yeah.
He's a people champ.
The refs hated him, though, and the league was not a fan.
Nobody talking about no 49. I didn't hear all that crap.
Who said that?
That's Nate.
Hey, yo, Nate, you better chill out. You better chill out, Nate.
all his super specific shots against Dallas. This is to kill me.
I didn't hate the 49ers this year as much as I hated them the year before. I'll be real.
I've never hated the 49ers. I've always respected them. Them in Pittsburgh and now.
That's like Patriots. When I hear Patriots fans say, we hate the Jets, we hate the Dolphins. Like, no, we don't.
You know the crazy thing about it is the day I hated the 49ers was the day a former 49er became my favorite player. And it's because of what he did at the College Boys Stadium. That was T.O. Another hit. T.O. became my favorite player that day, but it was against my favorite team.
Yeah.
Because you put on TV and did that. And mind you, when they go to commercial breaks and game breaks, that's
yeah, they did.
And then they show Emmett.
Roy Jones laid him out, though. I like that.
Oh, crazy, dog. But that was a good one, Nate. Good one.
But yeah, man, I mean, so y'all can keep chiming in on both the gangster movies and the heels. I'm guessing we got a time for a quick break, right?
Quick break, man, because we gotta give commercial free, baby.
We're commercial free today?
Let's go. Man.
I see what's happening.
Yeah.
The gloves is off. Okay.
Brock Lesnar style.
I think it's your turn then, Coach.
So mine, I'm a bit of a hip hop head. I've had the luxury to see hip hop when it was a footnote versus being what it is now. Mm-hmm. So it kind of goes back to when the DJs were the stars, MCs were second thought. So this one is more of an homage to those behind the scenes. To my opinion, you can have a great lyricist, but if the beat's not banging, people may not move their feet.
Yeah. Okay.
So shout out to the producers. I want to take a look at the top hip hop producers of all time.
Let's go.
So there's a couple of honorable mentions.
How long is your list, by the way?
It's pretty long. We're not gonna cover. It's like 50 long with honorable mentions.
You could, you could do like a top 25 of that. You can't go full will though. You can't go full.
Nah. Can't do that. People gotta go to bed.
Right.
But the honorable mention on here, the first one I see kind of caught me off guard. Eminem as an honorable mention.
Yeah, I like some of the beats. A lot of his beats are catered to him because he makes a lot of the beats.
That's why though.
Yeah,
that's why.
But also he did a lot of those collab ones where like he put that track together with Biggie and Pac on it.
Yeah.
And he did a lot of stuff like that. So he's definitely he got some talent. Plus, you got to realize like he's a student of who? He's a student of a guy who's probably going to be the top 5 on this list. So
yeah. I have to say though, when I was looking at his productions, I guess I didn't kind of realize it, but the two that jumped out to me right away was Staying and Cleaning Out My Closet.
He produced those? Yeah.
Yep.
2 of his biggest hits.
2 of his biggest hits.
And everybody just says, "Oh, it's Dre." Dre gave him all the beats. Well, no, Dre gave him a nice studio to work in. I know that.
And Staying in the Membrane. He definitely used that membrane a lot. You know what I'm saying? He put out hell of music.
Yeah, you're never gonna get me to argue against him. That's my guy.
Somebody mentioned Swiss Beats early. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Swiss.
Swizzy, he's got to be top 10.
Definitely. Another honorable mention.
Okay.
And I forgot about this guy, DJ Unique.
Huh.
He probably more known for let me see.
We're not against rap. We're not against rappers, but we are against those thugs.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's crazy. That's him. Okay, yeah, that's
him. I was like, okay, I can dig it.
Yeah, that's a classic.
So it looked like he did most of Bone's first album.
Oh wow, okay. Now they weren't exactly known for the craziest beats, but their beats were legit. They were more about like their rap style melodically making like enhancing the beat the way they rapped.
Yeah, they had harmony.
Yeah, like, hey, that was in the name for a reason.
Another one is KG as an honorable mention.
KG, dog, Jerks.
Big ticket? No, sir.
Jerks. You know what I'm saying? Pick up a lot of flow from my guys, Northern by Nature, you know what I'm saying? Shout out my man, dog. I'm telling you, dog. Northern by Nature has some crazy beats, dog.
Hey,
that's why this is.
Story time with Coach real fast.
Okay, let's do it.
When that song came out, I was
Yeah.
so entrenched into that whole scene.
Yeah.
I actually had T-shirts made that said "I'm down with OPP" on the back of it.
Let's get it.
And it was always a conversation piece.
My man,
All out of my youth.
Yeah, I'm about to do one, man. I'm down with OPP, dog. Get that. Rock at the
that's
work.
crazy. My man did his own airbrushing, did the iron on, all of that. That's wild. That's wild. Okay.
So I just want to hit a couple of them. You got my number 50, DJ Mustard.
Huh. Yeah, he makes sense. Like,
He doing anything for y'all?
I'm struggling. I can't remember. I remember the name. I just can't remember what
Who,
big
Mustard?
songs he's done. Yeah.
Mustard, he's done I'm Different, Rack City.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ballin' with Jim Jones.
Oh, that's Mustard.
Ballin'.
Yeah, that beat was wild.
Bitches ain't shit. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the one that the dog pound? I mean that was on the Chronic?
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and chicks. I
Right.
tell them. Yeah.
That bitch, damn. No disrespect.
No.
But it was a jam.
It's music.
Let's see. Another one, Cool and Dre.
Okay.
Cool and Dre had a solid moment, you know what I'm saying? But it's like they Fat Joe and his career, the fire beats, you know what I'm saying, kind of, you know, overwhelmed the rapping skills, you know, as I see on this list, you know, it's a lot of, you know, probably except for the Game joints. The Game lyrically could rap, so those beats were kind of mixed in hand, match. But they definitely had some good productions that they had definitely, you know, spur me to listen to the songs that they did produce because of their beats. Probably not.
The next one, actually, I think he should be higher just because of the album that he did a lot of production on. Probably considered one of the greatest albums of all time. But Moby.
Easy Moby, man.
Yeah.
So you wanna be hardcore?
Let's get it.
See, we got
he worked with both Big and Tupac.
Bangladesh
is on fire. He just had like a nice little run, and then I guess people got tired of the sound and didn't use him as much. But yeah. He had a run with Wayne too, like
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one to tie your trailer to.
Quick story time. Wayne shot that video in between shooting another video.
Really?
So, yeah, like he shot that video in between sets of shooting Get Money across the street.
Like literally.
Like took a break from shooting Get Money. Took a break from shooting Get Money, went across the street, shot the whole A Milli video, went back to finish the Get Money video.
You know who's the pro? You know who's the king of doing that, right?
Who's
One
that?
of the kings doing that? 50 Cent.
Yeah, that makes sense. Another dude with crazy work ethic.
50 Cent. This dude, like, I'm like, I listened to one of his new albums, and I'm like, he got a video for every song on the album. Like, how the hell do you have time to do that? And I'm like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Probably this one here, I jammed him for a little bit. He's number 45, I think. 42. Zaytoven. And actually, it's wrong song, but
because that was big.
That's a bang.
Yeah, that beat's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Let me see. We got. What's your boy name? Hit Boy.
Hit Boy has some heat.
Hit Boy, yeah, he had some, yeah, man. You messing with the rappers that you rapping with, man. Kanye.
I thought this was Yeezy. That was Hit Boy.
Yep.
That's crazy. That beat bananas.
It is, but it's all over the place.
Yeah.
Yet it's so compact.
Right. He just found a great sound there, and that he went crazy on that one.
Tyler, the Creator, he comes in at number 38.
Tyler does doesn't he do most of the beats for Odd Future and
Odd Future,
his own, yeah. So
he started, if I'm not mistaken, he kind of came in kind of like the opposite of Neptune's.
Also, he's hilarious, and I've seen videos of him on stage, and he'd literally be like, "What y'all want to hear?" And when fans would ask for a song that's old, they'd be like, "Y'all are corny," and then they'd be like, "Drop it," and then he'll just play this in. But he'll call them out for wanting the older stuff. He's a fool, man. That dude, he's quite the character.
Probably for me, this next guy, he comes in at number 37. Mike Will made it.
Tupac back. Tupac back. You know I'm gonna say that. Tupac back.
I just jammed this one too.
Like a Joker laugh.
Push it. Mike Will. Young nigga move that dope. Young nigga move that dope.
You first started going up. What was it do Sunday, dog?
Oh yeah. It's the Tuesday turn up. You know what it is.
Oh man. Who we got? Y'all made me laugh right there. DJ Muggs, number 35.
Muggs.
Probably got a song that's probably still getting royalties off of to this day. At all arenas, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, definitely. Play it. We'll know it.
Oh wait,
you're a New England guy.
Oh God.
Celtic favorite. Patriot favorite. Yo, they play this in Boston 24/7.
Hang it up. Let me begin. I gave it you. That'll be. That's it. It's going nuts.
Let me see. We got what we got? We got. Oh, these guys. I think they should be ranked higher than number 30. It's a duo. What's your boy's name? Juicy J and DJ Paul.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
for sure. Just off the Hustle and Flow soundtrack.
Yeah.
Hustle and Flow, dog. Yo, definitely goes them down about 10 spots. Definitely should be in like the 20.
Right.
For sure.
This next guy too, I think because he was just so regional. Actually, one of my favorites of all time. He's Texas royalty.
Bun B. No, wait, who? Not Bun B.
You close.
You in that area? You in that area?
You close.
He got to be with that team, though, right?
Yep.
He with the team. He with the team. We ain't talking about. We ain't talking about.
True, right?
We ain't talking about Pimp C. Yo, it's crazy, dog.
Mama put me out at only 14, so I start selling crack, cocaine, and coke.
MC in the house.
This smoke music, man. I just want to chill now.
It is.
This smoke music, man.
Yeah, it's kind of just laid back and chilling, not too many worries.
I fuck with
Sunset song.
I fuck with Pimp C. You know, Bun B. Still Bun B's that guy. But he kind of, people when they become famous, you know what I'm saying. It's only evident that they're gonna, lifestyle's gonna change all that. But Pimp try to stay in that lane. You know what I'm saying? I mean, which could be good or bad in some instances. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Pimp, man.
Diamond D, do anything for y'all?
Who?
Diamond D.
Diamond D. Not really. But this beat was fire though.
Yeah, brand new.
My mom probably would have knocked me out right now.
Get beat down. That's one of my favorites in a former lifetime.
DJ Screw.
Rick Rubin.
DJ.
He comes in at number 26.
Ooh. Did he produce 99 Problems or no?
Huh?
Did he produce 99 Problems or no?
I don't see it on here.
It was inspired by him or something like that, probably.
I think so.
Okay.
But he did
No Sleep Till Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Walk This Way. Rock the Bells.
Now, here's a little story I got to tell about three bad brothers you know so well. It started way back in history with that Rob and me. Mike Then had a little horsey named Paul Revere.
That's when I was little breakdancer back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh, DJ Screw. Sure, man.
He was in there popping and locking.
DJ Screw had so much of an influence on me. My roommate was from Houston my freshman year of college. He didn't like Screw. He gave me my very first gray tape. This was in the spring of '93. Screw didn't really start putting out stuff until about fall of '92. So I was fresh on the scene. I would bring tapes home. People looking at me, why you listening to that slowed up stuff? But from about '93 till about 2015,
damn,
I listened pretty much nothing but Screw.
He took over your whole life.
He did, man. Big influence on me. I've been to the Screw shop and everything.
Oh, that's what's up. It's a dedicated fan right there.
Absolutely, man. It was a good point in my life. It helped me find out who I was.
There you go.
This next guy, man, I'm surprised he's this low. He comes in at number 25. He's been around for a minute. I'll probably say he what is the name of it? I guess he started like in the early 80s. Mid 80s. I'm sorry. My apologies. DJ Quick.
DJ Quick.
Yeah. I was wondering about Boy Wonder as well.
So he came one of his favorites I always liked.
Now everybody wants to know the truth about a brother named Quick. I come from the school of the slow wicked and the slick. A lot of people already know exactly where it's at, 'cause it's the home of the jackets and the crack.
Yeah. I was Screw was in college. Gangster rap was in high school. Oh man, yeah. I lived that whole dream. Let me see who else we got here. 23, Swiss Beats.
Swizzy. It's pretty high, but
yeah.
He responsible for a few careers going wild,
Jiggle My End.
Mostly Cassidy, but then he had some X and
he did one that I think it should have been longer and it wasn't, but this one.
Yeah. It's an unbelievable beat.
It is. That'll get the club going.
That comment right there.
Something new. Drop. Shut him down. Open up shop. Oh. Yo, DMX took over my life for about 10 years. And it's just the absolute wrong role model. I had me do thinking all the time, but then I realized he was a short dude, and it got worse because I'm like, all right, he's short too. I'm growling at people and shit. It was just X was the man.
He was gone too soon too.
Definitely. Yeah, for sure.
This guy here, he's worked with. He comes in at number 22. He's a youngster, but he's already done work with Future, Gucci Mane, Big Sean, Travis Scott, 21 Savage, and Young Thug. And that's Metro Boomin.
Oh yeah, Metro's crazy.
Come on, back Booch.
Wow. I had read an article about him. I think he's originally from Memphis or Kentucky or something somewhere like that. But his mom would load up the car on the weekends, drive him down to Atlanta so he can pass out his mixtapes.
Dedication.
You know where the market is.
She believed in him too.
You know where the market is. We gotta go ahead. This is where your music gonna sell at. And that's one thing too, man, that people that promote music got to do too. You know, you got to sacrifice some things in your career, man. And I hear a lot of my people in the Boston scene, you know, like we don't get a lot of love. We don't get enough love. You got to go to the places that, you know, people are known to show love to their artists. You know what I'm saying? And go about that way. So shout out to, you know.
Boston's a tough city to be an artist in general.
Yeah.
There is moments where they all get along, but not always.
Number 20, they've worked with Puff Daddy, Biggie, Mace, your boy Hitman.
And that Mace album, dog, was crazy. Dog.
Yeah.
That first Mace album,
it was
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yes, it was.
Dog.
Yes, it was.
Still banging to this day, dog. Shout out to my man $MA$E. But nah, they had some great points. They had the Bad Boy, the Family. Some beats on there with fire. You know what I'm saying?
Not to make you jump ahead, Coach, but tell me, is Havoc on this list or is he not even on it?
You say Havoc?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. He better be. That's all I'm saying. He better be, man. I'm about to get real mad. Like I'm about to sign up. I'm about to get my shout outs now. Like shout out. I'm gonna holler at y'all next show, man.
This next group, they were mostly synonymous with Outkast. Organized Noise.
Yeah. It's a great name too. It's a great name.
Have you seen a documentary on them?
Nah.
I want to say it was on a hip hop series, I think, on Netflix, where it showed how they literally, the Dungeon family, they were underneath the crawl space of Andre's house. Where dusty, grimy, and they were just down there just banging out beats. They were sleeping in sleeping bags.
That is crazy.
Bottom to the bottom and up to the top.
Y'all can't give him a room upstairs, man. Like what's good?
Shit, who knows how they was living?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, probably living with 6 generations in that crib.
Yeah.
That's true.
6 generations in that crib.
Number 18, one of my favorites. It was a time in my life where I was kind of militant. He worked with Ice Cube when he went. They worked with Ice Cube when he went solo. Public Enemy, whose first concert I ever went to. The Bomb Squad.
Public Enemy.
Bomb Squad.
Fight the power.
I had my militant moment. I was very militant. Yes. The rhythm, without a pause.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Number 17, man. I think he was part of a group, but he got most of his work and his recognition as a producer. Eric Sermon from EPMD worked with Redman and Keith Murray.
Negro.
What? Hit him hard, and now wire his jaw, trademark, giving permanent scars.
Number 14, I'm 15. I think he's way too low. Way too low. But he is from the South. But he worked with Lil Wayne, Juvie, Big Thomas, Young Jeezy, BG.
Fred and Fricky. His beat is like this. Like I can't. This is crazy with this different Wayne's career. This beat and him on this.
Hold on, this is the Carter one.
Hey,
I know.
Banger.
God.
Crazy.
They used to have my 12 screaming. They would beat the hell.
Wayne had like 20-something tracks on there, and literally 92% of them beats were made by Manny Frank.
Yeah, and not a bad one on them.
Not a bad one.
Not a bad beat on there.
Coming in at number 14, they work with Mobb Deep, Big Noid, Nas, and G-Unit. Havoc.
Yes. It's my dog. Mobb Deep.
Shook One.
Shook all of it. All those beats that he just crazy, man. The illest. All of that. Like he just had
oh my God.
Just endless hits.
Some of y'all got some pretty good ear, man.
What you hyping over there?
Y'all
my God, my God coming up next, dog.
So you found the same list. Wait, I haven't even looked at the list with y'all. Here it is. That's why.
He worked with Tribe Called Quest, Mobb Deep, Busta Rhymes, Q-Tip.
Tip, yeah.
I jammed with Q-Tip.
That's such a classic beat right there.
That was kind of my era when I was like wearing like silk and rayon shirts with the high top fade, the Jabot jeans with the suede in the front.
Oh man, you said the Jabos? The Jabos.
Jabos, baby.
Suede in the front of the front.
Yeah.
Your boy was fresh, man.
Freaking fresh.
Yes, sir.
Wait, did
coming in?
Oh wait, what number are you on?
No, go ahead.
What number you on? What number you about to do?
That was I'm about to do number 12.
Oh, you skipped kind of a Savage though.
Oh yeah, we skipped the Savage. We gotta go back to him. Man.
Look, I'm not saying that. I know you jumped around like going down. You jumped some guys, but you can't skip the Alchemist. You can't skip Alchemist, man. You can't skip Alchemist.
You can't skip Jake's cousin, dog. Alchemist, dog.
Alchemist was crazy, and he had a crazy run too for a while there.
What number is he on here?
16.
I went back.
You see Mad Lib yet?
16 is the Alchemist. Where'd it go?
And that's all you skipped. That's all you good. You've been going.
Yeah. Other than that, you good.
You must have just missed the yellow sweater. That's all.
I probably did. Okay, I see it. Okay, I saw it. We got where we at? Number 12? No, we just did 12, right?
Nah, Jake. Jake, it's not about the artist, it's about the guy making the beats.
Wow. I did not know this.
What?
Okay, it makes sense. This guy, he worked with
everybody.
Pretty much. He's still going. He's an OG. A lot of people probably know him from Missy Elliott and Jay-Z. Timberland.
Yeah, mostly Missy Elliott.
I remember from Timberland Magoo.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Where Magoo at? How fucking Magoo, dog?
Not gonna lie. Some of his best beats with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, Justin Timberlake. Yeah,
giving Timberlake hits.
Timberlake between Timberland and Pharrell, we knew Justin was gonna go high.
Oh yeah. Like, and don't get me wrong, because Timberlake's talented, but once you put those producers in the room with him, he could never fail.
Right.
And Timberland and Magoo was a jam, man.
Magoo, my guy, dog. I was heated when Magoo ended up gone, dog.
Hola, Jovito.
Hola, Jovito, my favorite voice, dog.
I know, it's crazy. Dirt Off Your Shoulder was another crazy one. Big Pimpin', Get Your Freak On. That beat, all those beats are crazy. I don't know what be going on in his head.
Everything.
Yeah, because like his beats be all over the place too.
So now we are number 11, right outside of the top 10. But this guy,
Mr. Magic,
he's one of the greatest to ever do it. He worked with MC Shan, Big Daddy Kane, Cool G Rap, Rakim, LL, Biz Markie, the great Marley Marl.
It's the Magic Marley Marl. See, he from the era where you was still scratching too. So like he was
It's a little bit more work involved.
Yeah, a lot more work. Yeah, a lot more work.
Now, this next group, number 10, Not saying that they don't deserve it. I'm just surprised they're this high.
Really?
Yeah.
I think when you see like how much they did all over though.
They
See,
did, but
yeah, I guess you're right though. The thing is, the
Neptunes.
clips, this beat alone right here, has been banged on more lunchroom tables than maybe any beat ever.
Not the lunchroom table.
More lunchroom tables.
More lunchroom tables, cafeteria tables, school buses, anything you can bang on.
All of it. All you needed was 2 fists and a pencil, and you was tearing this beat up.
Tearing it all the way up. But do you know why the Clips made it this fall down? All these joints right here that they have an example of
are classics.
Not even classics, but like for instance, "Shake Your Behind" by Mystical. Like, this is what, like Mystical probably wouldn't make no extra change if it wasn't for the Neptunes.
Pastor Vassier, beautiful.
Pastor Vassier too.
What happened to that boy? Southern Hospitality.
Yeah, that's true.
I Just Want to Love You. Keys Open Doors. Super.
They made beats for a lot of low name rappers. In this beat.
I stand correct.
You know what it is? Is with them it's quality over quantity. They just came on with like 30 fire ass beats for some of the biggest songs you'll ever hear. But 10 is crazy, but like I ain't mad at it.
Do Rum Shaker?
Yeah, I guess they're just counting him as
and he was
does he do anything without the other dude though? Like the Asian dude? I think he's
not really. But the reason why I brought that up is that album, if I'm not mistaken, went platinum. And he was still in high school.
Jeez. Oh yeah, Rum Shakers. Nardwuar brought that album to him and had him speechless when he brought it to him. I don't know if y'all know about Nardwuar, but that dude's
Jake, what you know about that, Jake?
Hold on a level.
Jake said the old 2 fists and pencil.
Right.
What you know about that, Jake?
They know. Somebody was hip in this community. That's why. Somebody was hip in the community.
Somebody had to do it. It was him.
Jake, was it you, Jake, or was it James?
There's a hero in all of us.
This next guy, he's worked with Common, Jay-Z, Kanye, and Nas, coming in at number 9.
Yeah.
No ID.
Yeah, he's got some.
Got some joints, dog.
Yes, y'all, and you don't stop to the beat, y'all, and you don't stop. Yes, y'all, and you don't stop.
That bass line just catch me right off the bat.
It does, but like this is what I mean. Like this is why it's weird. Now you look at his top 10 songs list. Don't get me wrong; these are all great songs with great beats. But when you looked at the Neptunes top 10, those were all like platinum hits, like every one of them. That is kind of
many different artists.
Right? Yeah. So like it's just crazy when you see how they get judged and who they work with.
Right, definitely.
Next up at number 8, he worked with MF Doom, Freddie Gibbs, Talib Kweli, Jay Dilla, Mad Lib.
I just love that list of people that they put up there for who he worked with, because that is like an underground dream to work with MF Doom. I mean, Gibbs a little more, but like Kweli and then Dilla, like that, he's working with. He's seeking out true artists to work with. He's not just making beats to make money. Like he wants to work with talented people.
Yeah, because that no more parties in LA with Kanye is crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
My man Jess must not be in the chat no more, because he would be going nuts right now. And MF Doom drop. He loves MF Doom.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Jesse's a big MF Doom fan.
Number 7, work with CL Smooth, Heavy D, Nas, Ghostface, and Rakim.
Absolute legend right here.
Absolute legend. We got P-Rock.
P-Rock. Yeah. Take You There, The Game, Joy. Yeah.
NBA Street, baby.
Yes. Yes, it was.
They Reminisce Over You, one of the biggest songs ever.
NBA Street, that intro, dog.
Yeah, that intro was crazy.
I was going to play NBA Street now. That's crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. I need to bring that back.
Yeah, they do. Oh, number 6. Wow.
Six.
Yeah, I didn't see
Yeah.
him being higher some of the other names, but this is crazy. Yeah.
Worked with Jay-Z, Dipset, Beanie Siegel, Fabulous, Jay Electronica. Just Blaze.
Yeah, I don't like the production songs that they put on here, but
Yeah.
I feel like it could have been more blossom like it did everybody else. But
That Breathe is crazy though. I
Breathe is
really,
crazy.
yo, one of the greatest beats I've ever heard in my life is I Really Mean It. Like the whole intro in it, yo, can you play that? The drop into that beat. I freestyled over this beat so many times.
Really? You do? Okay.
Oh yeah, I used to rap crazy.
Who can't rap?
Huh? You said what? Oh, I ain't spitting here, but I can rap. You crazy? Just right here.
I'm gonna spit something.
Baby.
Young Guru, Just Blaze.
Oh, Jesse's back in the building. Jesse's back in the building.
Once I said MF Doom, I knew he'd come running.
Yes,
Yo, that's
sir.
literally one of my favorite beats of all time. That I Really Mean It beat. It's crazy.
I was just listening to that Dipset album the other day, man. That shit.
One of the greatest albums, like group album I've ever heard in my life.
Yes. I would agree. Number 5. I want to get y'all take on this.
That just made me want to rap. That's crazy.
Uh,
That beat just makes me want to rap. Yo. I swear that beat gets me every time.
Yeah.
But yo, this number 5 is crazy.
So he worked with Jay-Z, Pusha T, Common, Big Sean, Nas, and Talib Kweli. We got Jeezy. I'm sorry, I'm not Jeezy. Yeezy. Kanye West.
Shit.
Yeah.
I can't disagree. With it. Maybe outside the 5. But
No, I think what he's saying is you should be higher, right? That's your question, right?
He's kind of where it is, but I'm just looking at just because of the impact he's made. But I get it. You know what I'm saying? It's got some old school in there. He's kind of like been around for a minute.
He samples crazy.
He does sample crazy.
His sample game is crazy, and then he works. And then he's responsible. Like if you think the beat, like we talked about earlier, you can have great lyrics, but if your beat's trash, it's not gonna fly, right? So like that means he's responsible for a good portion of Jay-Z's career. And a lot of people don't want to have that conversation.
We can have that conversation. The lyrics.
The lyrics is all Hove. We know that.
With Kanye, what I say with who we mentioned,
the beats that he gave to my man.
The same thing. I feel like same thing with the Neptunes. I feel like that way with the Neptunes is kind of like like you have that like different artists want you. Like there's so many besides the artists that I named in this. There's mad artists. You can name
There's way more.
I need a Ye beat. Ye might not even holler at them.
Right.
I want a Ye beat.
Yeah, fact.
Like I said, Jay-Z's like, I'm gonna keep this man for a good portion of Jay-Z's career before he let him out the hat.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna keep him. So I agree with you in the sense that you kept those ringing. You didn't need to holler at nobody.
He was a big help.
That's gonna be my question for y'all.
Yeah.
Who said it? Jay-Z before he let him out the hat. Do you think part of the reason why they kept putting him on the show is because they know they needed him in-house for production?
100%.
Yeah, hell yeah, because you can't let nobody out like that. A genius like him, ain't for the world to see right then and there.
I would say need is the wrong word though, because when you that powerful in the game, as big as they were, they could get any of the best producers anywhere. I just think they realized the talent and they realized
the house
right. They also not only did they realize Ye's talent, they realized his vision and they realized how well he worked with Jay anyways. So they were like, sure, we can go get a bunch of different producers that'll make crazy beats, but we have one in-house already. Why would we mess that up?
All you gotta do is make him cookies.
Right. They just they held on as long as they could, and then he, Baby Bird had to fly. I mean, he had to take off on his own.
He took off and he definitely went on his own.
Yes, he did.
This next guy here, man.
$1 million man, and then burned it all down.
Hey, actually hearing that he's about to get his deal back with Adidas.
Allegedly.
Shout out to Ye.
Allegedly, we'll see.
Shout out to Ye.
it'd be great for him, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do that. But
no, Adidas in the hand where they're gonna have to bring him back.
They lost billions of dollars.
What's being said is they're gonna sell the rest of their inventory.
Hey, for him.
But that's not making new shoes. That's not a new deal. That's not going back to where he was.
Oh no, I think this is gonna be the trend of. This is gonna be the start of it. You're gonna see new Yeezys coming out 2024. Along with the presidency, that's conspiracy theory. What you want?
If he manages to be president after squashing the Jews like that, man, more power to him.
House party at the White House. Number 4, I think he is well deserving. He got he got taken away from us far too early. You know, he died in 2006.
Yeah.
He's worked with a Tribe Called Quest. He's worked with
Slum Village,
Common, and the Far Side.
The Far Side too, yeah. They always had crazy
man.
beats, yeah. Jay Dillon, man, for real.
They did.
Delight.
Whip you with the strap. Once again, didn't you know? Drop. Stakes is high. Let's ride. Love is. Fall in love. The light and running.
Who does Daddy Yankee stuff? Hey, yo. We're gonna find out for you, dog.
Boom bap.
Yes. Definitely.
Yeah. Like there's a whole era named after that, the boom bap era. So like he was a big part of that.
He's definitely the pioneer of it. He was the pioneer of it. This one, I think it might be a little low. I haven't seen who number 2 and 1 is.
They're kind of obvious, but
he just, part of the biggest inspiration of what we know as the Wu-Tang Clan.
I'm gonna go public for the first time with this and create some problems. Not a big Wu-Tang fan. Love Method Man.
What?
Love Method.
What?
Wasn't not a whole.
You don't like ODB?
Oh, I love ODB. Of course, I love ODB because
I love
he's
them all
crazy.
individually.
He's a genius.
I
like him. I did like him better separate. I did it already. Just the cat's out of the bag, man. I wasn't the.
No, don't do it. Hey,
don't mean
you just open my bag too, because I'm gonna be real with you. I like them individually.
Yeah, it's not that I hated them. It's not that I didn't like them. It's just that Wu-Tang Trend for sure. I'm a bigger fan of Wu-Tang Trend. Nah, but I think Took said it best. I like them more individually.
He looks determined without being ruthless. Something.
One of my favorite productions he's done.
Yeah.
There's a courage about it. Doesn't look like a killer. Comes across so calm.
Now, yo, what up, yo?
Yeah, we don't get those intros anymore.
Nah. Incarcerated Scarface. Yes, sir.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Woo! Number 2, man. Woo! Big props to him, man. He was part
crazy
of.
He got up here.
Yes. And he's still doing. I'll probably say he's a godfather of DJs.
He don't even look old either, but he been around forever.
He been around a minute.
Oh my God! This
crazy
is about
about that?
and it's making my skill. You gotta man. Yeah.
What happened?
This guy deserves to be at the spot. Man.
Yeah, because these tracks are crazy.
He's worked with Guru,
Mathematics,
Guru, the Damager, Nas, Jay-Z, Royce the 5
My man Royce. MCs act like they don't know. Devils.
Dog, the E was crazy, dog.
Chicken the Door, Mass Appeal. Yes.
DJ Premier.
Dog,
that's fire.
And you know what's crazy? I grew up listening to Gangster with him and Guru.
Yeah.
I had no idea until probably I was grown. I did not know he was originally from Houston.
Who, Premier?
Premier went to Prairie View and everything. Born and raised in Houston.
And Guru was from Boston, right?
Or
was that different Guru?
Where's Guru from?
I wonder if that's a different guru.
Taken too soon from us as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, one of Rossberry.
Yeah, guru from Boston.
One of Berry.
Berry Kid.
Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. He from one of the 3 main boroughs of Boston.
Crazy.
Really? So I think he should be number 2.
Absolutely.
I can't look. Once you're in the top 5, I can't really argue with none of that. But
Reasonable Doubt definitely goes down as one of the best Jay-Z albums. But
yeah,
that In My Lifetime Volume 1 and then start the upbeat with the 1,000,001 Questions, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Took my heart and my soul, dog. Took my heart, took my soul. Jay-Z come through. Jay-Z come through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shout to the producers that bless Jay-Z.
Can't argue none of this.
Shout to the producers that bless my man's, dog. Shout out, dog.
That's blasphemy, man. It ain't Houston. Houston music and Houston food. The people, they keep their asses down there. No disrespect. I married somebody from Houston. No disrespect.
and I took her out of Houston for that reason.
Fast as possible.
Took out the hood.
It's hilarious. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man. Number 1. Do y'all think he could be number 1?
It was obvious. It was obvious from the beginning of this who number 1 was going to be.
He's worked with NWA, Snoop, Eminem, 50 Cent, The Game, Kendrick Lamar. You thought they forgot about Dre? Dr. Dre. You like how I queued that up?
Yeah. Fire. I think one of the crazy things about Dre is the span of his different quality of stuff. Like how different beats were that he did for himself. It's that old school West Coast, just like, that perfect West Coast sound that they came up with, NWA and all of them. But like for Eminem, it was these creative, like almost cartoonish beats at times that fit Eminem perfectly for what he was trying to do. Like he managed to cater his beats to the person and the artist perfectly, which not some guys just make great beats and then artists get on them and do well. He made great beats for who he was working with.
Exactly.
Perfect for that person.
And being in the West Coast, being on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying, and the rappers' development and all that, people like, oh snap, it's once easy and it's kind of dead. Then you get a sense of Matt Timms and them, and it's like it ain't dead. Then you enter the bloodline and then you get The Game and you're like, okay, then The Game gives you so much and it's like, damn, now he's not flowing. Then you get Kendrick, you know what I'm saying? And I mean, you can't forget the old timers. You can't forget Snoop, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What would Snoop be without Dre? They say, what would M be without Dre? What would Snoop be without Dre? You know what I'm saying?
He also survived a partnership with Suge Knight, so
right.
Yes.
It's impressive.
Not too many people walked away from Suge.
Just stating it's impressive. That's just solid. All I'm saying.
The piano got him away, man. Crazy, man. How life did for him, man. Because not a lot of people got away from Suge.
No, not at all. I'll probably say for me, when I got my first job, the first 2 pieces of music that I bought for myself was Eazy-E, Easy Does It, and the NWA intro album. And my mom bought them for me. And she was just as mad as I was that the first one she bought, it wasn't the expensive version. So she took me back up there to go buy the expensive version.
Oh yeah, because you wanted to hear the real G. Yeah, here we go. You know the first album I got on my own. Well, my money, but I had somebody buy it for me. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, DMX.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna have me feeling old. I was grown jamming it. But that is a great album.
Yo, one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life, still to this day. Unbelievable. And I had already vibed on It's Dark and Hell is Hot, but I didn't buy that one. My stepfather had that in the house already. When Flesh of My Flesh dropped, I might if they had the lines back then, like you waiting for the drop, I'd have been in that line. I was there.
Strawberries.
Tower Records is where I got that. Tower Records and
Tower Records what? Down Heinz Convention?
Yep, down Heinz Convention. Yep.
Heinz Convention.
It's not even there no more. It's not even
I didn't
there
even
no
know
more.
who that. Hold on, I'll be real. I didn't even know that shit was. Nah, but I was thinking Strawberry Watertown Mall, man.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but yeah, man. Albums, man. First album I bought with my own cash. They were bootlegs.
Nah. Skip the bootleg. The real first album you got.
I mean, the first real album I can't. I'm telling you guys, I'm a Jay-Z fan. I never bought a Jay-Z album. American Gangster might have been the first album I bought in college.
Yo,
you know, Will.
I love that album. I love that album.
CD book, Walmart, any of these stores, open the album, CD, album. Straight up. I never bought, and people was like, "Oh, you don't support your favorite artist." I'm like, I got a CD and I'm listening to it. So I'm trying to support it. You don't need no money. You don't need my money. Jay-Z didn't need my money. You know
I'm doing advertising for it. I'm spreading the word. That's all. I don't gotta buy it.
My favorite album all time though, keep it real. Young Jeezy, man, that Doug Motivation 101, dog.
That was crazy album, bro. That was a crazy album. That was a crazy album. He just changed everything that we like. The South was already being brought to us, but he brought like another level to that. Like it was a whole. That's honestly like the beginning of. Is it? I don't know. It's the beginning of a movement with what he was doing or what Jeezy was doing.
The Walmart CDs had both explicit and edited, but they had different sections for them. So you had to be in the section where it didn't say edited. You know what I'm saying? You just go there. But we already knew I cracked the CD open. You know what I'm saying? Pull my CD case out. Boom, got the album, man. We good out here.
Nate, that's a fire album to be your first album, yeah.
Yeah, Volume 2 Hard Knock Life was definitely fire.
Yeah.
Definitely. I had the Reasonable Doubt on cassette. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a CD.
I had Eminem's first album. I remember coming home after buying the Marshall Mathers LP and thinking that not only had I never ever heard anything like this before, I was never ever going to hear anything like it again. And to be truthful, we didn't. Not to say that he didn't have other great albums after that. That Marshall Mathers LP was never like that again. I don't know if he could be. He was bottled up.
Everything else was just you might agree with me. Everything else seemed like too commercial.
Some of it was commercial. Some of it was driven by what was going on in his life. But what it was is that was the perfect moment. It captured all his anger in one album. He was as mad as he had ever been on that one album. And anybody who's an Eminem fan knows he's better when he's mad.
Right.
When he has a target, somebody to aim at that he's mad about, because he's a battle rapper at heart. So when he has something to aim at, that anger at, that's when he's at his best. That's why lately he's been lyrically crazy, but like there's not a lot of feeling in the music because what is he mad at? He got nothing to be mad at.
No matter no more. He don't get high no more.
Right, that's the other thing. He off the drugs.
I mean, it's not funny, but you know what I'm saying?
It's not, but yeah, he's off the drugs.
He's on your point where, you know what I'm saying, shit. You know, people, they say rappers need things, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying do drugs or anything, but I mean, look at rappers and artists in the world, man. You know, one of the triggers for a lot of artists is sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, pain and drugs, great for art. Pain and drugs is great for art.
Definitely. Throw paint on the wall.
Yeah, Cinderella Man's a good workout song, but yeah. By then he had, I don't know, I still like that album, but Marshall Mathers LP is just a different level. Slim Shady LP was great too, though. Man, this has been great. This has been
Did we deliver again or did we deliver again?
Coach, you delivered again.
We did it, baby.
This is why we let Coach close every time.
I'm closing next week, man. I'm closing next week.
You better bring it.
Bring that hot fire.
5 seconds left, baby. Who you giving the ball to, baby?
Not you. I've been there already. I'm not doing this again.
I might pass it back. I don't want Will and his moms coming at me like it was 2001.
For another decade. For another decade of hate.
That's funny.
I'm tying my shoe, though. I'm tired.
Jay.
No, you could have been here. All these word and sound and sound bites.
You're
You
too
want to be
squeaky
here.
clean. You want to be a villain so bad, but it's not working.
You scared the double dutch tonight. It's all right. You scared the double dutch. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. We got you. We got you tomorrow. Nothing but basketball show. You know, say come through. But
we held the water, man. We good.
It's college tournament time, man. But lovely night. Love y'all.
Man. We got shout outs. Who we got?
I'll shout out first, man. Shout out to everybody that tuned in. Shout out to you guys, man, for extending this night. We needed it. Great therapy. And I'm not tired anymore. I was tired in the beginning, but now I'm also the energy, and it's off this show, man. I love what it gives me, and I love what you guys, give us, and continue to ride with us, and we continue to bring the fire content. So appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
Hey, shout out to you. I'm going to take this. Shout out to everybody that tuned in tonight. Nate, we got 2 Jesses tonight. Chris, Anthony, Lewis, and Jake. I'm sorry. Yeah, Jake. Shout out to you guys, man. Like Two said, I had just woken up for a nap when I came here tonight. I was dead tired, but y'all woke me up this show. Now I'm ready to go downstairs and get into something.
Right? Like I'm about to start some trouble with some music. Like just
hold on. Did you just tell me? And now I'm about to have to start some trouble. You start some trouble.
I did say Tuesday, no trouble, right? And then now we all ready to go get in trouble.
Hey, when you're an adult, man, it's okay, man. Hey, I love playing music. Music therapy. I love playing music. I love to turn it loud for a bit and not hearing nobody else. If you're talking to me, you're not gonna get an answer because my music's over.
Absolutely.
Also, yeah. So, Jake, that means you're not a villain. You're just my nemesis. That's all that means. You don't piss nobody else off, just me. But yeah, man, shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to y'all topics. Y'all had some great topics. This was fun. Yeah, that DJ, I wouldn't have thought of that, and that was great content. Just going over some of those artists, man. And I got a bunch of stuff and I listened to almost everything that we talked about, but what I haven't done is listen to everything that we talked about as a full-blown adult now. I feel like you should go back to all music every 10 years because you become a new person. You go through a whole list of new things, and the music can mean something new to you now. So
do you guys a favor. All 50 of these producers that was on here, they will get my ears full throughout next week. You know what I'm saying?
It's next month or two. Like I'm gonna be bumping for sure.
Yeah, depending on me, I'll probably skim on for the next month or 2 or 3.
Yeah,
and
it could be anything.
Another reason to let me know that I don't listen to this new crap. You know what I'm saying? It got me in the old feeling.
You like the mumble rap?
That's
me personally. There's some songs. There's some songs I bump with.
There's a few
songs I bump with. But overall, I can't. I don't know why.
I rock with both babies, the baby and Lil Baby. I think they both talented as hell.
The baby's my guy. If I had to pick one rapper to be my guy,
that's because he be knocking motherfuckers out. That's because he about what he say. I love that. But yeah, so
it takes a lot to piss me off, man.
Yeah, he's striving so hard to be this character.
I do that for a reason. I turn into a different person when I get mad.
I know crazy when I see it. I wouldn't want to piss Coach off.
Anybody ever came at, they deserve it though. It takes a lot to
we know why you don't piss Coach off.
Because I already pissed one off.
You better stop pissing me off, Jake. Because shit. Me and Coach are real life. You better stop. You better stop.
Oh man.
No bull. All love to everybody, man. All love in and out, man. Enough of a basketball show tomorrow. You know, basketball's bringing the crazy vibe as we're entering the last full month of the basketball season. Got a whole bunch of stuff going on. John Moran acting crazy. The East is shaping up to be more than a one-team race. The West looking shaky. I mean, I think I'm probably gonna have to start taking back. I'm not gonna take it back, but maybe backtrack on my Laker thoughts. I say.
Yeah, it's wild.
LeBron's magic of the play-in tournament may work in his favor again.
He hates it too.
A whole bunch of stuff going on. Oh, and LeBron James' new jewelry. So tomorrow we're gonna have no more basketball with the topics, and we're gonna talk and discuss, and hopefully we make a night out of it. So tune in.
It's gonna be real fun.
Well, gentlemen, it's been nice. I appreciate it. Those that tuned in tonight, We appreciate y'all well as well. Like, comment, share, subscribe, get in the group, whatever you need to do. We love to continue support. With that being said, see y'all tomorrow night for another basketball show. We appreciate you. Peace.